it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Today I'm sharing some samples with you using the High Tide stamp set. This first appeared in the 2017 Occasions catalog from Stampin' Up, but great news, it got carried over to the new catalog, which starts June 1st, so you'll still be able to get this stamp set throughout the coming year. These are the cards that I created for my Stamp of the Month Club card kit. So when you participate in my Stamp of the Month Club, you get a new stamp set each month and then a card kit to make 2 each of 3 different designs. So here are 2 of the designs that I've already shared on my blog using the lighthouse. I love the way this layers with the two-stepped images there, and the nice color blocking technique. Really clean and easy cards. This one too is just as beautiful, doesn't use the lighthouse, but this is the one I'm going to show you today using the reverse masking technique to get sort of that scene created there. And I was inspired by a card I saw on Pinterest by Star Crafting, and she used a similar technique here to do the sky scene. So thank you so much for the inspiration, but I'm going to show you everything you need to know to do this technique. So if you participate in my Stamp of the Month Club in May, then you'll get a card kit that includes, like I said, the materials to make 2 each of these cards. You'll also get a half a sponge for this technique and a template to sponge with. So let's just take a piece of the Whisper White cardstock. This is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and I'm going to be sponging 2 different colors. So I'm going to take my scissors and just cut the sponge in half. So already the sponges come in a full circle, and I've already cut it in half, and so we're just going to use quarter sponges to sponge for this technique. So let's line our template up here. You can die cut your own template using a circle punch or a circle framelit. And then we're going to first stamp. I'm using Marina Mist ink, and I'm stamping the waves. And so I'm going to stamp, kind of just hold the cardstock in place. If you wanted to, you could use some temporary adhesive to hold that down so it doesn't move at all, but I feel pretty confident in just holding it myself. Okay, and then we're going to take one of the sponges and just kind of pounce on the ink pad to pick up the ink, and then just sponge, sort of dab and sponge the color. And by doing it right up against the mask, then it's going to go only in the hole and not where we don't want it to go. Okay, so that's the water. We're going to do the same thing with the sun. We're first going to stamp the sun in So Saffron ink, and then use the other quarter of the sponge to sponge with the same colors, the So Saffron. Do a little burnishing, rubbing if you want. Okay, and then when we lift up that mask, we get our scene all sponged and colored there. So for this card, I'm just going to add a few more images. I'm doing the seagulls in crumb cake. Sorry, upside down. Here we go. And sort of moving that scene beyond the circle. And then we're going to do the sentiment. It says, in high tide or low tide, I'll be by your side. This is an early espresso ink. And then to finish off the card, we're just going to layer it on a piece of Marina Mist. So this piece of Marina Mist is 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to glue it on and then just tear the edge of it. And then the crumb cake cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11, and I have scored it in half at 5 1/2. So we're going to do 5 dimensionals on the back. And then the final touch, we're just going to stamp the seagulls down here in crumb cake again. fun. Really clean and simple, super easy to make. I hope you'll give this card a try at home. Thank you so much for watching. Happy stamping!